Hi guys, this year for Easter, we're going to read The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. I love Jan Brett. She's a really neat author. She goes all over the world to get the legends of the different areas, and she comes back and she puts them in her own unique way in her books. She's also the one who puts the border illustrations around her main illustrations. And she's known for those things, and her best known titles include The Mitten, The Hat, Gingerbread Baby. She's adapted and retold numerous traditional stories such as The Gingerbread Man and Goldilocks, and she has illustrated some classics such as The Owl and the Pussycat. All right, she lives in Massachusetts. She said she decided to be an illustrator as a child and recalls that I felt that I could enter the pages of my beautiful picture books. Now I try to recreate that feeling of believing that the imaginary place I'm drawing really exists. She studied at the School of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and she now travels extensively to research architecture and costume for her books. All right, let's read The Easter Egg. Chirrup, chirrup, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being the bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Chomp, chomp, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity-hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that it looked like it was alive. Fantastic, Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up all around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make the egg that is right for me. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg I am proud of. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm before it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. "I'll take care of you the best I can," he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. Every day the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. Here it is. And stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs, one by one. "You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppy looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy," they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. Well, I hope you liked it, you guys. One of the things I liked about that story is that she had all the rabbits so friendly. They all wanted to help Hoppy. They weren't like guarding what they were doing, like, "No, you can't see this and you can't have it." They all wanted to help him. But he did suddenly realize that, well, I need to come up with what is right for me. And he did. All right, I have some things for you to think about. Why is Hoppy excited about decorating an Easter egg? What does Hoppy do to get ideas for decorating the egg? How do the other rabbits try to help Hoppy? Why does Hoppy decide he should make an egg that is right for him? What does Hoppy do to make the best egg? What lesson does Hoppy learn in this story? Why do you think the Easter rabbit chose Hoppy's egg as the winner? And why does the author call Hoppy a brave little bunny? All right, guys, think about those questions. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to email me. I also wanted to remind you, Jan Brett is one that in the borders of her pictures a lot of times, in a lot of her books, she will hide hedgehogs because she loves hedgehogs. It's her favorite animal. So you can go to her website. It's a really cool website. It's janbrett.com, JANBRETT.com. And you can find all kinds of cool things to do on her website. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Happy Easter.